Right, okay then. So we're here with some away fans now. I must admit, I was in Germany a few days ago, bumped into someone, Southampton fan. I was wearing a tune top. Wasn't very hopeful. Wasn't thinking that you might stay up and stuff like that, but full of promise that he's in the Premier League. Do you echo that? Are you hopeful? What's your thoughts?
We're hopeful of staying up.
Yeah.
I don't think
Not
it'll happen
very hopeful
necessarily,
today.
but yeah.
Is the gap just too big now? Because I must admit, looking at it from the outside, when Newcastle were kind of yo-yo and we were going down under Mike Ashley, we always had money as a backup, so we always knew we could maybe compete 13, 14. Is the gap now, though, huge?
Getting bigger.
Yeah,
without
I mean,
doubt.
there's a big gap, but it's also very different the last time we came up. When we came up last time round, you had a squad of Premier League ready players. We had Fonte, Schneiderlin, you had Lambert in there, players that are just ready to make the jump, Lallana. This time around our squad, they've been fantastic getting us promotion, bit squeaky going through the playoffs instead of automatic, but we haven't quite got the same level of quality, I don't think, this time round, so it's a very different atmosphere coming up. We got season tickets again this year, haven't we? And we're coming to away games, it's one of them. We enjoy the season and we hope for the best, but it's a hard gap to close, really hard gap to close.
Support the club.
Yeah. Where would you say, if you had to nail down a position, where do you think you will finish at the end of the season?
Fourth from bottom.
I'll take 17th. Man City points deduction will help us out, and Leicester whilst we're at it.
You've got a Geordie in your mix, you've got Adam Armstrong. What's your thoughts on him? He obviously got the crucial goal to send you up.
Yeah, I think he's in for a good season. I think people will look at him and say he only scored a couple of goals when we were last in the Premier League. We were in a struggling team, and his confidence was gone. This time round, his confidence is back, and he should do well.
Yeah, I agree with that. I think last time he came into the Premier League, he had his critics. He hadn't had the benefit of a full season playing under that manager, and then he's gone through manager after manager with us, and yeah, much better position this time round to carry on. Let's hope he scores today. I mean, we'll see what happens.
I want to play devil's advocate on that question a little bit, because I looked at who you'd signed just in some preparation for this. You've made some good signings, but you've signed two strikers. You've signed Diaz and you've also signed Archer. Does that say that the manager doesn't have faith in Adam Armstrong?
I don't think so.
No,
I think Adam Armstrong, he'll play wide, he'll play through the middle. He's a versatile player, he's a leader, and he sets the example for the team. I think he's got a really good chance of having a breakout season.
Yeah, I agree with that. I think he's signed Brereton Diaz. I think he'll play mainly off of the left-hand side where he's more comfortable. Archer, I don't think he's going to come in the side straight away, but when he does, I'd envisage he either comes off the left or plays a bit more centrally. So I don't think Armstrong's position is under threat in that sense, and he's head central to what we do as a team. So I think he's fairly sturdy.
The signings you've made, I've been very impressed, because what you see a lot of the times is these newly promoted clubs, they can't really attract the big names. They haven't got the pulling power, so they end up with 30, 31, 32-year-olds. They're going to be in for a season, milk the club, and that's it. You've signed young players, all of them with at least 5 years. One of the ones who I've been really impressed with is the double-barrel name centre-back as well you got from City, Heron Bellis. Absolutely fantastic. Only 22. Surprised me, because he's been around for seasons and seasons. What's your hopes on him this
I think neutrals watching him are in for a treat. He can spray the ball around from the back, he can tackle well, he can read the game. He'll be in the England squad by the end of the season. Probably not the Southampton next season. He's better than that.
Yeah, do you think he's better than Gahey then? Because that's presumably who he would get in, or Maguire?
Not in the same league as Gay,
Yeah.
but Maguire definitely.
Yeah, I agree with that. I think he's a fantastic centre-half. I think he's, as my dad says, he sprays the ball around. I think he's probably the more confident I'd be in any of our back line. Are we quite good enough to support him around the back? We've got two new signings in Wood and Edwards that may step up this season. Bednarek's proven that he can sort of cope at Premier League level. Is he going to be good enough? Stevens, he's a leader, he's a captain. I don't think he's going to be quite good enough for the season, if I'm honest. So, Harwood Bellis definitely our best centre-half.
Is he the one to watch for opposition fans who are thinking who's your best player going into the season? Is he the one, or is there another one to watch?
From a defensive perspective, it's definitely Harwood Bellis. From an attacking perspective, we've got a young lad called Tyler Diblin. If he gets game time, he's exciting.
Yeah, Tyler Diblin, if you have a little look back through, we did sell him to Chelsea at one point. He left us for Chelsea, he came immediately back. There are clips surfacing though. He had a game against Newcastle's under, whatever it was, 18s, under 21s. He scored two very, very good goals. It's worth digging that clip out. Very, very good player. I think he's going to sneak under the radar a bit this season. He's having a look at my FPL team. He's not even on their website. He's not listed as a player. He'll get some game time this season, and he's explosive. Definitely one to watch.
So, just from the opposition fan point of view as well, what are you expecting and thinking that might happen in Newcastle this season? Obviously, there's no Champions League, no Europe. What's your thoughts?
Hopefully top four. Got a soft spot for Newcastle, got family up here. Hope they do really well.
Yeah, I think they're in for a very decent season. I always expect challenge top four. I look at the rest of the Premier League at that top level and you think Chelsea, United, I know United won last night. I don't see them being better than Newcastle.
Not convincing, it wasn't.
No, not at all. Not at all. I think you'll see a slightly more convincing win for Newcastle there, if I'm honest. But, we'll come up with support the team. We hope for the best. We hope for a good season for you guys as well.
Who would you say Newcastle's best player is? Who are you most worried about?
Isaac, obviously, I guess. I mean, he's outstanding. Gordon, Murphy, the whole lot of them, really.
Yeah, just across the pitch, isn't it? I mean, Isak's going to score goals today, I think. Gordon, questions about his fitness. Murphy's had a great pre-season. I worry about us taking on that front three. But then you look at the middle of the park with Bruno. Joelinton's a fantastic player. The back line are very, very decent. Tino, really looking forward to seeing him today. I hope he starts over Trippier because he's got a big future there and he's a good servant to this club.
Yeah, and I'm just reading between the lines. You said Isak a few goals today. What score prediction are you expecting?
In the Super 6, I've gone 5-1 to Newcastle.
5 goals.
Yeah. Look, let's hope for the best. I've said all along, if we go any more than a brave performance in defeat, anything beyond that's a bonus. Let's just not roll over and have a 9-0 because we've seen enough of those as Saints fans.
He's optimistic. I've gone 6-0. Newcastle.
11-2 between them then. Right, thank you very much. Enjoy the game, but not too much. Cheers very much. Right, okay, so we're here with away fans. Names?
Ron. Steve.
How hopeful are you of staying up? We'll jump straight in the million-dollar question.
Well, I've got 3-1 on Saints to win.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What did you get for that one?
I've got no idea because it's on his phone app.
It's about 20-1, I think.
Yeah.
We'll be alright, we'll stay up.
Yeah.
I think there's 3 worse sides than us in the league. So.
We spoke to some fans literally just before. I've mentioned to them from the outside perspective, the gap just seems to be widening and widening season to season. But do you worry about that, or what's your thoughts?
Yeah, so this today is a starter.
Yeah.
If we come away with a draw, I'll be chuffed to bits. Other than that, it's going to be a bit of a struggle downhill.
Yeah. Do you expect any of the other 3 teams that didn't go up to get sucked into the relegation this season?
Yeah, I think all 3.
All of them.
All 3 will be down there, yeah.
Is that how you see it going, the 3 up, 3 down?
Yeah, all the time.
Right, well, you'll know better than me because you'll have played against each other last season. How do you see that going in terms of who's 20th, who's 19th and 18th?
I think Saints might just stay up, but yeah.
Ipswich going to struggle, aren't they?
Yeah, Ipswich. And what was the other side? Leicester. And they'll struggle because of this money thing.
Yeah.
There's a lot of that going on.
And they've lost one of their players as well.
Yes, yeah. And Saints have to be very careful with the money as well. So, yeah. But it's going to be fascinating. But I got 3-1 on. I'm actually from Newcastle.
Yeah. We'll need to get you out here. If it's 3-1, we'll be here. We'll get your reaction. And drinks will be on you as well. Yeah. So at 19th, 20th, 18th, 19th and 20th, how do you see it going?
I think, I'm hopeful we'll stay up. I think Ipswich and Leicester will be in there. Or maybe Brentford, Bournemouth. We'll do all right.
And then just to get your perspective on Newcastle as well, how are you expecting Newcastle to go this season?
They'll be 6th, 7th, I reckon.
Yeah, they'll do all right.
Who are you most worried about?
Just keeps the big clubs high and everyone else is just trying to fight them.
So we'll find out with Newcastle about sell 2 away young'uns this transfer window. It's a bit of a joke. Premier League as well. Who's going to be the overachievers and the underachievers team-wise?
Liverpool are going to be up and down. So we call that overachievers, or Man City or Arsenal are going to be way at the top. I'd like to see Arsenal do it, so I'm so cheesed off with Man City.
Same every year, isn't it? It's like Man City, it's boring. Need to change it up a bit, I think.
And who's the one to watch out for? Because I've done a list of who you've signed as well. You've done some cracking signings in this window. A lot of young-ish players who are just approaching their prime sort of age as well. What's your thoughts on them as well? Because you've got a young lad called Adam Armstrong. Well, not young lad, but a local lad, Adam Armstrong. What's your thoughts on him?
Yeah, he's a good player, good striker, but he didn't cut it in the Premier League before. So now we've got that Brereton.
You've got him. You've also got the other one as well. What's his name? Archer, Cameron Archer.
Bought him yesterday, didn't he?
Yeah, does that mean that the manager isn't too impressed and thinks Armstrong can do the step up?
Definitely need strength up front, definitely, because I think even last year in the Championship, you get loads of chances and we miss, although we scored, we missed a lot of chances. So.
He had a great season, Adam Armstrong, and I just hope he goes on and does it, because he deserves it.